Today, as usual, we have so much to talk about. We've got news on how things are going on the Grand Princess and what the passengers on board will receive because of the troubles that have occurred on that cruise. We also are going to talk about a canceled Transatlantic cruise. We've got news coming in from Let's Go family members regarding the chef's table and the catch by Rudy, which is really fun, and also big news on the Caribbean Princess. And we need to talk about what is going on with the dress code on Princess, what Princess I think is trying to do about it a little bit, and maybe what to expect when you go on your next Princess cruise, and so much more. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Saturday, it's April 22nd of 2023, and let's start off talking about the canceled Transatlantic. So Norwegian Breakaway, her Transatlantic, which was set to sail on February 7th of 2025, has been canceled. Norwegian says that it is due to a change in the location where she is going to be going into dry dock and receiving technical maintenance. And so due to that, they are just refunding everyone who has already booked on that cruise. They're refunding their money. They're giving them a 10% future cruise credit that they can use on whatever sailing that they would like. And also, I really like if you booked that cruise using a future cruise credit, they're just going to refund that to your future cruise credit account. And either way, whether you're getting that 10% future cruise credit because you had paid with your money, or those future cruise credits, it says that you can use those credits to book a cruise by December, used and applied towards any published sailings by December 1st of 2025. So you've got some wiggle room there to figure out what you're going to do. The reason that I think this is so interesting right now is, first of all, they have not announced when the Transatlantic to replace this one is going to be, but for that summer of 2025, the Norwegian Breakaway is currently offering sailings from 9 to 11 nights in Italy, Spain, France, Greece, Croatia, and Malta. And so she's clearly going to have to be there for it. They have not canceled all of those sailings, so we're just going to have to keep our eye out for when they reschedule a Transatlantic. Along with that, this is a really interesting thing to talk about, because you might be noticing, as I have, that cruises are being released more quickly now. So you could book this Transatlantic in February of 2025. We've been booking cruises clear up through March of 2025 on a lot of the Princess sailings, not all of them, but definitely on the Caribbean ones, and some more are going to go on sale this next week. And so it's really interesting how far out we're booking. And to me, I'm wondering what you think, so tell me in the comments. I wonder if it opens the window a little bit more to some potential changes in itineraries or canceled cruises, like this example with the Norwegian Breakaway. The location for her maintenance was moved to another place. So let me know what you think about that. I'm very hopeful that we really don't have too much trouble with that, because if you're like me, when I plan a cruise, I put that deposit, I count on it, and I start getting excited for it. So let me know what you think about that. Let's talk about the Grand Princess right now. So if you are new around here, go watch my videos for the last couple of days. But to sum it up, they've had electrical trouble that required a whole bunch of passengers in the aft section of the ship to be moved to other cabins. No power, no AC. They've got electrical problems with some things on the ship. They've got a main dining room closed. They got a lounge closed. A lot is going on there. And so she is docked today, Saturday, in Honolulu. And Gordon and I are keeping an eye on our Facebook page and on the Grand Princess Facebook page as well, to try to just see what's going on with that. Nobody has posted yet if they're able to fix everything that needed to be fixed while they were in port that day. But one of you was so kind to share with me the letter that the captain distributed, letting everyone know what people are going to receive for having so much trouble when they're on this cruise, having to go to another cabin, just the whole disruption in the cruise. So Princess has announced that they are going to give all of the passengers on board a 50% future cruise credit for however much it was they paid for that cruise. So clearly, if you booked yourself in a suite, you're going to get more than if you booked it just depends on how much you paid. You're going to receive a future cruise credit of that amount, and it looks like you're going to have to book that cruise by December 1st of 2023, and you're going to need to sail by December 1st of 2024. And so that gives you some wiggle room. I am wondering a little bit if you were on board that ship, let me know what you think of that offer. I shared with you yesterday the story that the gentleman shared in 2013 when they had so much trouble on their cruise, and it indeed ended early. I think it probably ended, it's hard to know what their itinerary was, but my guess is it maybe ended 2 days early. But on that sailing, they had received 100% future cruise credit. Princess paid for the flights home. If you had to stay in a hotel while you were waiting for your flight, they paid for that. They really, really treated everyone really well on that. And I'm not saying that a 50% future cruise credit is not great. It's great. But let me know what you think of that offer. I think that those days of, I don't know, do you think the days are gone when something like this happens and they give you that 100% future cruise credit and offer you something, just take such good care of everything? I feel like the cruise lines are in a really different financial position than they used to be. And I'm sure that impacts it. I'm sure that they, at least I like to think that they looked at this and thought, what's going on? How much can we offer? What's the situation? And so let me know what you think about that and the offers that you have received in the past. But I'm really excited to hear if they were able to get everything fixed and how things are going there on the Grand Princess. We talked about it last night in our live. So if you missed our live last night, we sometimes do them on Friday night, and we did last night. It was so fun. You all are wonderful. You brought wonderful questions, comments. We had such a lovely time that you would probably really enjoy listening to that. If you like to laugh, if you want to know about a girls' trip for a cruise, that's a good place. Go watch that. Sometimes, like if I'm watching a live and it goes along like Tony's sail away out of Oslo, Norway, I just have it on while I'm doing other things. I love to listen. I glance at it every once in a while when I want to see the scenery. So there's a thought for you. A lot to think about. Now we've got Let's Go family members who are on the Caribbean Princess. Yesterday I told you that norovirus, the captain had to send out a letter. Actually, it was the chief medical officer that did it on this one. But they had to send out a letter letting everybody know that there's a lot more norovirus on that ship. And so I let you know that. And then in addition to that, our own Kevin, 30 and a Wake Up, posted that he was going to do a live, but he couldn't because he has got norovirus. Gordon and I actually have been worried about him. We've known that he's been on, board, and we keep hearing of norovirus. And you know what? It's on other ships too. You can catch it at the grocery store. You can catch it at church. You can catch it, going to work. So people that think you only get it on a cruise ship, I would say that's perhaps a little bit naive. But at any rate, so they do have that. So we wanted to send our best wishes to Kevin for a very speedy and complete recovery just as soon as possible. He said in his post that everyone there on the Caribbean Princess, the medical staff, are taking really good care of him. So I hope he's feeling better really quick, and we will look forward to his live when he reschedules it. So setting the norovirus there aside, also our Let's Go family member gave us a really great update. And I think it is so interesting. Tell me what you think and what you have noticed on your cruises. First of all, she said that the food has not been really good this week. She said that she thinks that they are eating off of what was left over last week. She said that since they are doing the buffet so that you have to be served by the staff due to that norovirus uptick on the ship, it's kind of hard to get served. The lines are long. She's like, it's hard to get any food and it's cold and really doesn't taste that great. So they have been ordering lots of room service, which she said honestly has only come in a timely manner with the correct order once. Which, when I was on the Discovery Princess last, I would order room service often in the evening when I was trying to work after doing what I did that day on the ship. And it took an hour, usually at least an hour. So I just knew that right when I got back to the cabin, if I wanted something, order it so that it would come before I wanted to go to bed. So I can see that it's not that they've got so many people on board. And I wonder too how taxed they are with that room service with having like a lot of sick people. Because if people are sick and in their cabin, and then when they start to feel better and want to eat something, they'll order room service, hopefully, instead of just going right to that main dining room. The second thing is she said this bugs me. Not that she said it, but I'm worried about this for people that I tell about the Reserve collection for mini suites, about the wonderful suites, what you get, that Reserve collection experience for your dining as well. The thing we're all used to calling Club Class Reserve collection now. They are in a suite, and they had the Reserve dining, but when they showed up at the Coral dining room, which is where were told to go, they told them to go to the back of the ship to the Palm dining room. So they went to the back of the ship to the Palm dining room, and the Palm dining room said, oh no, you're supposed to go to the Coral dining room for that. And so not a really good experience there, but she said it was unimpressive. She said by the time we got done walking back and forth, she said it wasn't that great. So the food this week has not been that awesome on board the Caribbean Princess. If you're on the Caribbean Princess and you have found it remarkable, let us know. Food can be so very subjective, but it sounds like they're having a few glitches just with a lot of things there. Now here's our big discussion, everybody. Dress code. So she said that in the buffet there are a lot of women with thongs on as bathing suits, and they're just wearing that and eating, getting their food, sitting down. And I will admit, I have seen that on cruise ships more and more. I feel like when Gordon and I first started cruising, like it was firm. You did not go to the buffet to get your food in your bathing suit. You would always have to have a cover up on, or regular clothes. That was just expected, and I'm going to say it, I think it's appropriate. But anyway, she said lots of bathing suits, people just sitting there on the chairs eating their food. She went and had a robe on with her bathing suit underneath, and she was declined service. She would have to take off her robe if she wanted to eat in the buffet because robes were not allowed. Now so to me that's crazy right there. Does not make any sense. And then we've also got Let's Go family members, actually several on the Regal Princess this week. So tell me, all of you, what you've been noticing, and those of you on other ships. One thing that our Let's Go family member that sent me the email said that they have observed that the dress code in the main dining room is not upheld like it used to be. It used to be that you couldn't wear shorts in the main dining room, and nothing like super casual like your sweatpants. So they have seen people, mainly men, coming in shorts, one with sweatpants. He did say that on the formal night during the wake show, the cruise director did say to please observe the formal wear dress code. So they're probably noticing that people are wearing what they're not supposed to wear there as well. And I think it honestly depends on who the maitre d' is if people get turned away, because I have heard of people being turned away if they're in their shorts or in their sweatpants, just totally too casual, but at the same time some of them let people on. So when we were on, I noticed, and this was before COVID, so January 2020 was our last Antarctica cruise, and I noticed that like they would have formal night, and I would see ripped jeans, people coming looking like they hadn't changed in weeks, were like coming to formal night, and they were just seating them. And so I guess it really does just depend on who is in charge of the main dining room. So let me know what you think. Where do I stand with that? I think it's important to take the dress code and follow it, and then make it so that it works for you. Like if you are someone that doesn't want to wear a ball gown, wear something else that's appropriate. If you are a gentleman and you don't want to wear a tuxedo on your formal night, I think it's important to not come in your shorts and a t-shirt. So just kind of think about it in that light as you plan your wardrobe for a cruise. And I would say if you really don't want to wear anything that would seem appropriate for what they ask you to wear in the main dining room, and this is for any cruise line, just enjoy the buffet, or like on Princess you can go to the International Cafe. There are lots of other options. You can get pizza up on the pool deck. You can get the tacos or the hamburger at the grill thing there by the pool. There are so many options on a cruise ship to get food that you don't have to just think, oh, I can only eat in the main dining room. So keep that in mind and let me know what you're noticing, what you think about it all. It's really interesting to me. Finally, a couple of things. First of all of you who are sailing on the Enchanted Princess, she just set sail out of dry dock on April 15th, so last Saturday, so a week now. I have heard from several of you who have been able to eat in the Catch by Ruby that the food is amazing, that you absolutely have enjoyed it. Makes me really happy. So as I'm talking here, Gordon's putting up some pictures someone was so kind to send to me just of what your food looks like there on on the Enchanted Princess in the Catch by Rudy. So I am really excited to hear that she is off to such a wonderful start. And I would add, like, keep your eye if you are on another ship, and Gordon's going to link the video where I talk about the press release they did that lists when each ship is going to get what they've announced so far anyway, which when they're going to have the Catch by Rudy offered on board the ship. But I know, like, May 5th, just around the corner, the Majestic Princess is going to offer her on her sailings. So keep an eye on your app for when it is available, because also some of our Let's Go family members who are scheduled to go on the Enchanted Princess have already been able to make the reservations for that restaurant. Okay. Now, finally, the other thing I wanted to let you know about is someone was so kind to post over on our Facebook group. So it's Let's Go Travel Tips. So if you do Facebook, you should come and join us. So they were so kind to post a photo of the chef's table menu for the evening that they were there. Now, keep in mind that when you dine at the chef's table, which is just for 12 people, you don't make the reservation on your app. You have to make it right when you get on board the ship. It depends on the ship. Honestly, I think the best way to make the reservation, because some people say call dining right away, and some people say get in line at customer service. So if you're sailing with someone else, do both. But anyway, so it's a very special dinner. The chef does a menu each evening that is very specific to that dining. And so what I share with you that is on the menu for the evening that our Let's Go family members shared is not guaranteed to be what is on your menu. But I thought it would be kind of fun to go through it really quick and decide what we would choose if it was our evening to get to eat there. A lot of people ask me if I think it's worth it. I have not had the chance to do it yet. I've heard that the cost is $99 if you don't want wine with your dinner, and $149 if you do want wine with your dinner. So if any of you have sailed recently and it's a little bit different, put that in the comments below, because it helps all of us. But it's a really special dining. Like when they serve you, like the 12 waiters come in and put the dinner down in front of you at the same time each course, and the chef comes and talks to you. You get to have the beautiful, like the whole situation there is beautiful. It's a separate place in one of the main dining rooms that does it. And you get the a curtain comes around you of like on the Majestic Princess, I noticed it's like this curtain of really pretty hanging beads, really pretty. So it's a lovely experience. So for hors d'oeuvres, you could choose citrus salmon gravlax, a Greek salad with cheese, chicken and strawberry compote sliders, or sturgeon caviar with a steamed potato, sour cream, or seared ahi tuna. So that would be your hors d'oeuvres. Then for your soup, it says you could have a rich tomato bisque or a basil tomato and cheese sable. That sounds lovely. Then for the next course, you would choose between saffron risotto Milanese or oxtail ossobuco. Am I saying that right? And then the Parmigiano Reggiano crackling. That's probably what I would choose. And then the next thing you have is an Aperol and Prosecco sorbet. I'm thinking that's probably like your palate cleanser. And then for your main course, you can either have gorgonzola stuffed beef tenderloin pancetta wrapped, or beer battered fried Maine lobster. That's probably what I would choose. And then you could have mushroom medley and a potato nest with that. Finally, for dessert, they've got milk chocolate and espresso dalgona mousse. Or you can have the vanilla bean gelato, and then you've got the options for coffee, tea, or herbal tea with the Chef Frederico's homemade gourmandise. You know, they usually make those yummy little chocolates and stuff. And so and then they've got the wine list, but I'm not familiar enough of those to pronounce them correctly. So look over at our Facebook page and you can see the wines that are go with dinner, and they do pair them with every course. So I think it's a lovely experience. So I just thought it would be kind of fun to look at that and think about what you would want to eat. I think I would have the beer batter fried Maine lobster. That's what I would choose for the main course. But I just love that there are so many options when you're on a cruise ship. You eat so many places to eat, so many places to sit and enjoy the ocean, so many places to enjoy beautiful music on most cruise ships, so many, especially on Princess, and I think Holland America does a good job with that as well. And then also just places to sit and watch the world go by and enjoy your time there and relax or read. But as I'm thinking of, I just love that there are so many options for everything when you're on a cruise ship. So I thought I would share that with you today. If you are on a cruise ship, I would love to hear from you in the comments or send me an email. Let me know how it's going, because we all love to hear. And if you have not subscribed yet, will you please subscribe to our channel? We need to have you with us, and I think that you need to be with us. I think you would really enjoy the wonderful community that we've got here. If you appreciate these updates, would you please give this video a thumbs up? And I surely will be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you.